And on top of that, Favre's on the Madden cover. And for the first time ever, that this is okay, and this is a big deal. The 20th year of Madden. I don't know, the 20th installment of Madden, the football game. It's got Brett Favre on the cover. All right, the first time ever a retired player has been on the cover of Madden. 20th anniversary issue. Brett Favre on the cover. And so even if he does come back, he's getting injured. So you don't want him to come back. If you're a Green Bay fan, are you not so confused right now? All right, for one, Favre said he would think about coming back if Aaron Rodgers retires. So you're automatically, as a Green Bay fan, maybe it's just a small part of you, but you're rooting for your starting quarterback to go down in a season-ending injury. You're rooting for that. you want your starting QB out. So Brett Favre will come back. So you're starting off the season rooting against your team. All right? So Favre's retired, but now he says, not only will he think about coming back if Aaron Rodgers go down, but now he graces the cover of Madden Football, which, as you guys know, automatically guarantees that you're going to get injured during that season. So I guess unless you're Vince Young. So Brett Favre, you have to be conflicted. You want Aaron Rodgers to go down so Favre comes back, but if he comes back, well, he's on the cover of Madden, so he'll probably go down too. So you don't want him to come back this year. And, Brett Favre doesn't sit out when he gets injured. So he'll come in and shatter his, fibia or something and still try to play because he won't sit down. So this is not the year you want Brett Favre to come back. Can't wait to play the new Madden, though. I'm tired of playing last year. Still play it. I'm in year 9 of my franchise. Something ridiculous. There's not even real players in the league anymore. It's all fake guys that I've drafted. Still love it, but I can't wait for next season. Is Favre going to be in the game? Just on the cover. It's kind of like the college games that come out now. Like college basketball this year had Kevin Durant on the cover. That's kind of what they do. So that'll be what it is. He won't be in the game, but he'll be on the game. Brett Favre. But he's gone. I mean, I know it's sad. I know it's sad, Packer fans, but he's gone. It's time to let go. I went through something similar to this as a Bulls fan when Michael Jordan retired. Every time that he retired. But, that second time he retired, you knew it was time to go. After he beat the Jazz for his 6th title, you knew that it was over when he said it was over. And his comeback with Washington didn't count. That wasn't a real comeback. He was just trying to help a little because he was the owner of a team, and he was like, I could do this team more good if I was playing. And he was right. He did. He wasn't that bad. But that didn't really count as a comeback. In Chicago, it was over when it was over the second time. And you knew it was over, and you knew he wasn't going to be a Bull again. And you moved on. And it was hard, but you moved on. And that's what Packer fans have to do now. It's hard. You've got used to having Brett Favre in that number 4, that green number 4, playing at Lambeau, squeezing passes in places he shouldn't even be trying to. But you've gotten used to it. There are some people that are 18 years old, 17 years old, something like that are diehard football fans that weren't even alive to see anyone else quarterback the Green Bay Packers. Think about that. At 17, 18, I was a humongous sports fan at that age. I still am, always have been. But that's... you never know anything. And it's Green Bay fans specifically. They have never known another quarterback. That's like a member of their family. It's hard to let go of, but you just have to do it. You just have to move on. Look forward. It was hard for me as a Niners fan when Joe Montana went to Kansas City. All right, when you knew he would never be a 49er again. Thankfully, we had Steve Young in there, backing him up. But when Steve Young was gone, then it all kind of hit home. Like, boy, we are going to be in trouble. Like, we have this TO guy, but we got a noodle arm guy named Garcia who scrambles around, and other than that, no one. J.J. Stokes. I mean, it's tough. It's tough when a legend leaves your team. But it drives me nuts, the fans that won't let it go. Elwood says people there are still crying about Reggie Miller leaving. People in Indiana, oh man, Reggie retired. Yeah, he's gone. Get over it. He's gone. Move on. Indiana's really, really bad now. All right, maybe they'll start rebuilding soon. Eventually, they'll have a franchise guy again. But it's a tough little transition period, and that's that might be what the Packers have to go through. This might be a tough transition period, or they could totally surprise everyone and be an even better team than they were before. Now, hear me out, because this is possible. Aaron Rodgers looked good the only time we saw him. The only time we saw him play against the Cowboys on that the NFL Network game last season, he looked really, really good. Well, granted, it was only one game. However, it was a game against the best competition that you could get in the NFC, the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, he looked really good.